All right, rolling.
Take your time.
Rolling.
All right, rolling. I'm Chris Sassari with HitTheRopesRadio.com. I'm here with Nick, the Jersey Devil Catone. Nick, what got you interested in MMA? What got you started?
It's actually, a funny story. I started training with Bill probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and I was teaching at a wrestling club at night, and he used to teach us jiu-jitsu class afterwards, and he kind of talked me into sticking around one day and throws me the gi, and I'm like, I'm not wearing that thing, and he looks at me, he's like, just try it out. I'm like, no way. Sure enough, I try it out. Next thing I know, I'm going 4 or 5 days a week. They're like, you can never fight? I'm like, no, what are you nuts? I'm never going to fight. And sure enough, a year later, they took me into my first fight, and everything kind of just happened from there, and I'm doing it full time, and I love it.
I know you did it real well in Ring Combat. If you don't know what Ring Combat is, it's a professional organization out of Atlantic City. You did it real well there. How did that prepare you for the UFC?
I think Ring Combat is definitely one of the biggest organizations, small organizations, leading up to the bigger shows. And, I think they produce something like 20-something guys into the UFC, so it's definitely a good breeding ground for fighters to come, and a lot of good guys came out of there. It was definitely good competition. Starting off, I didn't really do too much amateur. I kind of just jumped right into the pro circuit. I just felt after my college career and stuff that I can kind of just jump right in. I figured that a year training jiu-jitsu, and then I was ready to make the jump into the pro.
How exactly did you get into the UFC? Like, how did you get signed? What exactly was the process of becoming a fighter?
I think it was around my 5th or 6th fight. They said, one more fight, we'll see. Maybe we'll give it a shot. And I think they would just. They saw my fights. A lot of them I finished fairly quick in the first round of Ring Combat, and I think that shows something. I was trying to make an impression when I fought in local shows, and I was just fortunate enough that they came and gave me a 4-fight deal, and I just recently signed into the force. So I'm definitely excited to be where I'm at today.
What kind of fighter do you see yourself as? Do you see yourself as a submission guy, a striker, a grinder, a finisher? Like, what is your thing?
I would say definitely the ground game. Being a wrestler and now a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, that's my thing. But I've been feeling more and more comfortable on my feet. My last 2 fights have pretty much been stand-up battles with the wrestlers. So I just definitely like to finish the fights if I can and make them exciting. And I think that's what the UFC is looking for, exciting fights. So I try to make an exciting show for the fans while I'm in there and give them my best shot.
How exactly long have you been participating in MMA, like wrestling or just training MMA in general?
MMA, I'd say I probably started about 6 months after I started training jiu-jitsu, about 4 years ago. I've only been fighting, this may be 3 years I've been actually fighting, so everything happened pretty quick, but I've been wrestling since I'm 6 years old, so I grew up on the mats, man, and I think you've seen a lot more college guys get into the MMA now, and you definitely see, for the future, there's definitely a lot more, guys, there's nowhere to make money after college, so guys are 22 years old in the prime of their life, and they're kind of scratching their heads. There's no professional wrestling like there's baseball and football, so you've seen a lot more guys, I think, getting into the MMA. So.
What do you feel is the deciding factor when your last fight against Jesse Forbes? What do you feel got you that way?
I think that I definitely, pushed the pace and got those last 2 takedowns in the 3rd round was definitely, a big deciding factor. And I landed some nice leg attacks and stuff throughout the fight. He pretty much just wanted to stand and bang, and he took the fight on late notice, and it was kind of, awkward for me going from a right-handed kickboxer for 2.5 months, and then all of a sudden I had to fight another wrestler, and then as a southpaw. So it was first round he caught me with a couple good shots, but I eventually made the adjustment because I didn't get too much sparring in with the left-hander. Within 2 weeks of the fight, I tried not to get too much sparring. I don't want to get cut, but I kind of made the adjustments during the fight, and I'm just glad that they got somebody to replace, and I got my hand raised at the end of the day.
What motivates you to fight? What is your motivation back there?
I don't know. I think it's just being competitive my whole life, wrestling, and then like I said, I'm 22 years old, and then wrestling is just over, and it's hard just to go to a regular job when you're so used to competing at a high level for so long, and then it's all over. you know, and jiu-jitsu, it's like getting a new toy. You know what I mean? Learning new stuff every day, and you know, I think just the MMA in general. You're training Muay Thai, you're doing wrestling, you're doing jiu-jitsu. It's all those different things where you're not getting tired of just one training aspect all the time. So it's definitely, you know, it keeps me fresh, and you know, I'm always looking to up my game and find more guys to spar with, or you know, better training partners. So.
Do you have any idea who your next opponent is? You're not really sure?
No, I don't have any idea. I should be getting a call any day. I just got cleared because I was a little banged up after the last fight with the broken nose, but you know, I should be getting a phone call any day, and you know, I'm starting to get back into training, and hopefully be starting up the camp soon as soon as I hear when the fight comes.
I know guys you've trained with before, like Pellegrino and Soto and all that, fighting at the next UFC event. Who are your picks for the event? Like GSP, Riccardi, Mir, and Carwin, and obviously Pellegrino and Soto's fight.
I think definitely. I think St. Pierre's going to take it. I just think he's too much for Hardy. You know, too well-rounded. You know, close to his round. I think you know, GSP definitely going to have the advantage there. I actually think Shane Carwin's going to pull it off against Frank Mir. And then, you know, of course, Kurt and Soto. You know, I think they're definitely going to get their hands raised. And you know, I know I got faith in them guys, training with them guys all the time, and you know, they're feeling good and looking good. So I expect nothing but a W right now too. So.
All right. Well, to end it off, what advice do you have for anyone up and coming, becoming a fighter? What route do you think they should take? What is your advice to those up and comers?
I think if you got some type of a background coming in, it's definitely easier, like being a wrestler, to jump into more of the MMA. It's easy to pick up the grappling game and stuff. I mean, it's hard to just come off the street and say, I just want to fight. I mean, not having some kind of a background, whether you're a striker, a wrestler, jiu-jitsu. You know, but you just got to put your time in, and you know, be willing to learn, and you know, work with people, and you know, you put your mind to something, you know, you can do anything. I never thought I'd be doing this today, you know, and like I said, you know, I went to college, got a degree, and was trying to get in law enforcement in town, and while I was waiting, I kind of fell into all this stuff, and you know, that's what I love doing. So it just kind of fell upon me, and you know, now I'm fortunate to be able to do it for a living, training every day, and teaching classes now. So it's definitely something that I love to do, and you know, just put your mind to it, and you know, go for your dreams, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem, bud.
Again, this is Nick, the Jersey Devil Catone of BJJ Shore Academy. Hopefully we'll get to see him fight soon. This is Christian Say for HitTheRopesRadio.com.
Thanks, folks.